Hello, everyone. I'm just going to wait for a little while and just let this roll out so Facebook and YouTube can notify people that we are live. So I'm just going to check and make sure that everything is okay and live on Facebook. Just one moment, bear with me. Yes, all looking good. Wonderful. So we're getting people coming now. So welcome everyone that is coming in. Early morning in Brisbane area and other parts of the world, but that's all good. We're going to have some people jump in here. So I'm just going to kick it off as normal. People that are coming in, we're having people come in now. If you're wanting to ask questions during this time, I've put a link in the comments. So pop into the comments area, and there is a StreamYard link. If you click there and give Facebook permission to see your name and your profile, then when you ask questions, I'll be able to see them and ask them as well and answer them. Okay, so let's kick it off. We are so happy today to have you here with Anjali Bharati. Now, Anjali has secured herself a full-time position as a junior test analyst, and she is based in Brisbane, Australia. So thank you very much, Anjali, for your time this morning. I know it's about like 7 a.m. over there, isn't it?
Okay.
You're up bright and early. That's awesome. So let's just kick it off. And how about you just share a little bit about kind of like your backstory, your story. Obviously, you've come to Australia and everything. Just a little bit about where you've come from, how long have you been in Australia, and a little bit about, you know, your educational background and everything.
First of all, thank you, Carla, for the invitation. And let's start with your question. So first, I am from India. And by education qualification, I have completed Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science Engineering. And in India, I was working with one of the largest IT company in India as an associate. And then in September 2019, I left my job and moved to Australia in October 2019. So when I came here, then I was looking for that job, but I just received only the auto-generated rejection mail that time. I was not able to find my job, and so this is it's a brief about myself. Like in my journey, I came from India and moved to Australia, and here finding the job, and then I found Industry Connect on LinkedIn. So
on LinkedIn.
Yes, through one post where like you guys post about that someone got the job through the Industry Connect.
Right.
Yeah, so I found that Industry Connect and joined that.
Okay, and so when you found us, did you just do your research and everything? What did you do?
Yeah, first time, like I saw that post, and then touching with the people who are just either they got the job through that IT or Industry Connect,
Right.
or the people who are doing that training in there. So for just knowing the inside what is doing that and what is the because when we are doing something taking decision for something, so we need to think about that pros and cons, like what is happening inside and how they are going to teach us what is the everything we need to know about that, then we can join this. I got only positive response from everyone, so that was one of the you can say that's why I joined that.
Yeah, well, that's wise too, doing your research. And this is what we say to everyone, you know, do your research. And because we're confident that what you'll find is only good stuff, you know. So that's really good to do your research, and then obviously you jumped on board with us. You had your interview with us and everything, advice and interview, and then you jumped on board. So because you joined the Test Analyst Job Ready program, how did you find that? Because obviously it's different, and I think, you know, everyone that's watching, obviously 2020 was a big hit with you know, lockdowns all over globally. And the good thing was that we were able to help you because all of our programs are live with a tutor and everything. So how did you find that? Because it is different, but it all's the same. So it's kind of like an oxymoron. It's like different but the same, because you're getting the same stuff as being in a classroom, but you're on your computer. So how did you find that? How did you find that?
Yeah, during, like I said, like during decision time, the remote training was one of the weakness, like you can say, one of the cons for that. But when I joined that, and then it's fine. Like it's no difference between going there in person and taking the training, and like in remotely we are talking now. Like it's a kind of, we can also talking, and other can also see that like remotely. So I found like it was nice, because now I joined my job remotely. So I in a way you can say that I was preparing for that my job.
It trained you how to do, and that's interesting too to touch on that, because you're working remotely in your position that you're doing. So it kind of like trained you into what you're doing now, to be able to know how to navigate, because I think the world has changed so much, and especially exponentially from last year. And we see this trend now where there are a lot of companies that are employing people remotely, because that's the only way they can keep going with their business and still pump out projects, etc., because you can't come together in an office. And we were seeing that so much, and I just believe that's going to happen even more as tech companies grow and everything, you know, it just skyrockets. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. And due to COVID, like everyone is now using that remote work, so it is good for us. Like we do not need to go outside, and it's also save your time. You're like, you can enjoy with that time in that time. So that is good. And apart from that, like in that, I see what I like. So like teacher, they are like knowledgeable, and they give a nice description about what they are teaching us. So
right,
yes, and they also give the task to complete that. Like they give task to complete in through your blog. Like you can write whatever they taught us. So they told us
so
to write in your blog.
You've got homework, Anjali.
Yeah, I got homework. So it keep me busy with that. Like I am busy with that and learning that time. So it was good.
Awesome. And so after the 6 weeks of the Job Ready program, you went over to the 3-month plus internship with MVP Studio. How did you find that? Because they also do everything remotely. And how did you find that with working your way through that? Because that's the kind of like, I always say this is where you take knowledge and you apply it in a commercial project, in a real project. So how did you find navigating your way through the internship?
So first thing is like having a theoretical knowledge. In the 6th week, we got that like a theoretical knowledge about the test analyst job, test analyst role. So having a theoretical knowledge is different, is you are doing practice on the live project. It's a different thing. So it's a different, and like you can practice on project, and you can see that you can work on and you can implement on your project. So it was great to learning purpose and experiencing in with the live project. So it was nice. And in that internship, there are also tasks divided into 3 parts. So it
Got
was
to have your
quite
task.
structured. Yeah, it was quite useful for us. So yeah, it's like I like that one.
And you got to work in a team there as well?
Yes, yes. So there we have a like mentor-mentee session as well. So we are in the team, and we can also, if you like pass the 3 steps, then you can mentor other people, other new intern. So it was a like nice, like have you can experience like how to manage the team and how to like interact with people and all. So and there is also like English session which helped me a lot
Oh,
for.
yes.
Yes, so talking with different type of people, and like how we can talk with the stranger, how what to talk and how to talk. So it helped me to like help me in that communication between people. So and then there is a employability session also. So it was quite helpful for me in terms of how in during the interview how you can interact with interviewer, and how you will structure your answer during an interview. So
That's really good.
that helped me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So everyone that's watching, what Anjali's talking about is that there are actual workshops. So there's more to the internship than just the jumping into the project side of things. It's to help you kind of, I say it this way, it's to help you grow you holistically. So not just technically, but your soft skills. So to do with interview skills, English, just to sharpen your English, how to present yourself, CV writing as well. So these are the things that Anjali is talking about and sharing about, just so you understand. So there's more in the internship when you go over that way. So that's really good that you touched those workshops that really helped you grow, because everyone's different, aren't they? You might have a weakness and say, I don't know, sharpening your CV. So you're able to take that workshop and to help you to do that.
Yeah.
That's really good, Anjali. That's awesome. Good to hear.
Yeah, it's happened with me. So
Yeah.
it was nice, helpful for me. So
Awesome. Fantastic. So tell us, Anjali, so you got into your internship. When did you start applying for jobs again, or tell us about that? What was your process?
okay, so first, as I said, there is a task for three tasks. So when I was in, there is one advanced task. So when I complete that, and I moved to core team with working with the core team, and then I was a start. Like I started joining for, like I started applying for a job.
Right.
So yeah, because we got like experience in that terms of knowledge. So I have started in that in August month. Actually, I was uh, like I'm able. I was not able to join one company. Like I went the last round, but I couldn't join that because of little because of my experience that time.
Right.
So but I was for that I reject on that interview, and after that I was applying again and again, and sometime I got that auto generated mail, like rejected mail, but sometime I received a call from the recruiter and a talk with them, and I went to the like some interview, and then like in the last month I got an interview call, and then I like I I joined that company. And
Oh, okay. So you decided to start applying once you got a good amount of internship
yep.
experience under your belt.
Yep, yep.
And then that's a good idea. It's really wise, because you've got something to take into an interview. You've got
Yeah.
something to talk about, with there's going to be questions that'll come up about your experience and what you've worked with and how you've dealt with different things and all that. So that's good. So once you got up to, you're done, ticked off your advanced tasks, and then you went into the core team, you started to apply. So what would you say, how long did it take you, around about? How many months did it take you to, once you joined Industry Connect, how many months would it have taken you to get into a position?
I joined on February 2020 and I got in 2021, Feb 2021. So I believe like it depends upon people to people. So
Yes.
So what you, how much you are doing effort for that, like it's depend upon your like your strength, like how you are committing your work and how you are passionate about doing any thing. So for me it took 11 months for that, but it's depend upon people to people how much you are doing effort for
that's so true. So true. Everyone's different, and and how fast they go through things, how they pick them up, and their strengths and weaknesses and everything like that. It's so true. And so thank you, because a lot of people do think that's a question that we're asked. Well, how long will it take us or take me? And we always say that depends on the individual. It depends on where your strengths are, how you go through each stage, because it's a journey, and it's a progressive journey, and it's a growing too, because you grow a lot. You grow a lot. You might not think so, but you do grow a lot. It might be technically, it might be how you communicate, it might be how you solve a problem, a lot of different things. So it's everyone is different. So it's so right. So Anjali, I just wanted to touch on this bit, because I did put this in my post when I put it up, because you are on LinkedIn, and I know everyone that's watching, I did an interview with Anjali when she launched her YouTube channel. So this is a little bit different, because Anjali likes to think outside of a box. And I was like, wow, she's really doing something different. I wanted to interview her. So she started a YouTube channel, and she was putting everything up on LinkedIn. And it kind of like, for me, what I saw, Anjali, it went boom. You became like this influencer. And I know you don't like that today. You're like, oh my gosh, what is an influencer? But how we see an influencer and how I see an influencer, it's someone with a heart for people and helping people. It's not about a stage of being so great. It's about sharing knowledge to help others. And like, when you did your first day of first day at work, you had how much? Over 1 million views.
It's a box 2 million.
Oh my gosh, 48 hours. We were like, oh my gosh. So that really must have been, we saw that as something, because you'd put yourself out there in your YouTube, you're sharing stuff, people are engaging with you, they saw you, they saw you. How's it all going? Because I see something just happening there as well.
YouTube. So YouTube is like going slow and steady, but because of I have full-time job as well. So now, because it's the initial phase, so I just wanted to focus on my job. But I'm also trying to making videos on test analyst topic, and I will post that on YouTube soon. And I'm not going to stop that. I will do that, and I will make a more video on that and post into YouTube and LinkedIn as well, so you guys can see and you can also learn.
Yeah, I think they're really great. And I think, when you did that, that was thinking outside the box to start to be seen, because you could anyone can have a technical skills, but if they're not putting themselves out there and showing what skills they have got, it's like closing the door on the potential people seeing you. And I really saw that as like, wow, this is really cool. And I think, you know, all of industry connect with like, wow, this is really awesome. Anjali has really stepped out and started like doing something different, you know, and to engage people. So well done. We just see you just like being an influencer as helping people. That is how we see you, because you've got a heart and to share your knowledge.
Thanks for that, Carla. But I was also scared for doing that. But
Yes.
in some point, I let to, because I was not getting job. So that time, so I was saying, let's do that, and you have to do something different so you can get the job. So I have started, and see, you can see that, like,
And here you are.
yeah.
Yes. Wow. So Anjali, if I was to ask you, if someone asked you about, you know, what would you say to someone that was finding it hard getting into the IT market, and they came to you and said, look, we know you did this. What would you tell them? What would you say to them? What advice would you give them?
If that people is not from IT background,
No,
or
anyone could be IT background, could be non-background, that they want to get in, because there's a lot of people that are changing career now too.
Yes.
Because of that, yeah. So what would you say to them? You know, they've seen you. What would you say to them about what to do?
Actually, it's also like when you are going to do something, if first you need to make a decision, like, can you do that, and are you able to do that, and do you have or like a strength to do that? So if your answer is yes, you can go, and you can start that, and you, like, you can work on that, you can work hard on that, then you will get that. So when you
Right.
are choosing your career, and if you are like if you are you can say that it's a more what would
It's
we
a
get, yeah, passion. If you are passionate about that, then you can do that by your work and your hard work. So yeah, if you can do that, anyone can do that. I believe that.
Yeah, and it's so true. I think, you know, if it's your passion, and this is the thing, your career needs to be a passion, a drive, because that's going to be something that gets you out of bed every day, that keeps you going, because you love to do what you do.
Yeah.
And it's really important that it is a passion, so that it keeps pulling you forward to become more. And with IT too, you know, you're always going to be learning. There's always something to learn. Things are always changing. Different projects, different technologies used, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think you're ever going to get bored.
Yeah, actually, nowadays, like, technology is changing every day, new feature, and I like in that Industry Connect and the MEP Studio, they are like using the new technology, so it will help you as well. So
And that's the big thing as well. That's a good point as well. Knowing what technologies are in demand in the market, because there's no need to learn something that's not needed. You've got to learn the stuff that is needed in the market, so that there's jobs out there that are requiring what you're learning. So that's a really good point. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Anjali. Is there any tips that you want to give anyone out there, or everyone out there?
Any tips from my side? Like, anyone can do that. Just because the thing is that you need to work hard for that. Yeah. So if you will work hard, then you can get anything what you want. So that's
awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you, because that's a good tip, because it's not going to come easy, but if you're going to work hard, you really want it, you'll get there.
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Anjali, for your time this morning. It was really good chatting to you. And thank you, everyone that's come on and watched. If you've just jumped on, you can watch the replay, okay? And so just those of you that are watching or be watching the replay, our next intake is on the 29th of March. So if you are interested in one of our programs, whether it is software development, test analyst, or business intelligence data analyst, then just jump on our website, which I'm going to put in the comments section, and apply, register, and one of our team will be in touch with you to have a chat, see where you're at, and then tell you what your next steps are. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching, and we will catch you again soon on another Facebook Live. And thanks again, Anjali, for your time. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful Saturday or Friday evening, wherever you're at in the world. Bye everyone.
Bye.